Welcome to Q Automation Hub. So in today's video, let's see what is an access modifiers in Java. So Java provides number of modifiers to set access levels for classes, variables, methods, and constructors. Okay, so these modifiers are firstly two types. First one is access modifiers, and the second one is non-access modifiers. Before seeing access modifiers, let's see what is non-access modifiers. They are nothing but final, static, abstract. So this three actually we have covered in our separate tutorial, so you can watch that because that has been explained in depth. And this transient, synchronized, and volatile, it's we use it in a rare situation in our framework, but it's good to know. But in this video, we will see the types of access modifiers and what are the scope that are set in Java. Okay, and you can see below are four access modifiers in Java. So these four are the access modifiers. The first one is default, and you don't want to use any keyword for setting the variables, classes, methods, constructors as default. Okay, and you can see the access level is only within the package. In within the package you can access all the variables, methods, constructors, everything. Okay, but if you go outside the package, you will not have access to that properties. And the second one is public. For that, the keyword you need to use is public. The access level is everywhere. Okay, so you can access inside the class, outside the class, and outside the package as well. Okay, and the third one is protected, and the keyword you have to use before the variables or methods as protected. And this access level is within the package, and outside the package, if it is a child class, then you will be allowed to access those properties. And private, it's only within the class. If you go outside the class, you will not be able to access those properties. Okay, so these are the four access modifiers in Java, and this we have used in our previous tutorials, but you have to know the scope of this one, then only you can use it widely in your framework. And the important point is class can have only default and public modifier. If you are using private and protected, then it is not supported for classes. Okay, so we will see this all four access modifiers with a uh, good example now. And here you can see the access modifiers in Java. So these are the scope. Okay, same class, same package with child class, same package non-child class, different package child class, different package non-child class. So we will create some variables, methods, constructors in the parent class, and let's see how it reacts in the child class, non-child class in the same package and different package. Okay, so here I have mentioned whether it will allow you to access or not. So if it is yes, then it means it allows you to access in this combinations in this scope. Okay, so here different package, as I said, default will not allow you to access. Public, you can see it allows to access in same and different package. And protected, you can access if it is a child class in different package. If it is not a child class in different package, then you will not be allowed to access those properties. Okay, and private, it is only for this if it is in the same class. Okay, in other classes or packages it will not allow. So now we will see with the with an example in our programming. Okay, okay, so I have created two packages here. One is com.modifiers.package1 and the other one is package2. So let's create three classes in package1 and two classes in package2. So similar to this. Okay, so the first one will be the parent class, and it will have a child class and a non-child class in package1. And in package2 we will have a child class and non-child class. So let me create a class here now, and I will name it as parent. And I will create another class, and we will name it as package one child. Okay, we have created the classes now. So this is the parent class, and this will be the child class in the same package. So let's extend this with the parent class. So this is inheritance. So if you're not clear on inheritance concept, please watch my previous tutorial. Okay, and this non-child, this is not a child class, so you don't want to inherit. But this is a child class, right? So let's extend with the parent class. and okay, it will throw an error because it is from a different package. This child class is from a different package and parent is in package 1, so you have to import the package of parent. Okay, see, it will automatically import for you, and this is non-child. Okay, and let's come here to the parent and we'll create some version with public modifier. Okay, see, you have to give this keyword. So we have given this keyword in public class, public modifier, everything, right? So let's give it as public int version. Okay, and the other one is public string language, and the other one is public string level. So we have created three variables here, and we'll create two methods like language, and we'll have a print statement here, and we'll have another static method inside that. Okay, sorry, below that. That could be a void method, and we'll have something like level. Okay, we'll proficiency level or something. Okay, proficiency level. Okay, so we have two methods now. Let's put a print statement here. Okay, now I have created two print statements. One is for displaying the language and proficiency level, and here it is throwing an error. Since it is a static, we are calling this variable, right? We have to put it inside static. And now let's create one public no arg constructor. Just we are putting the keywords here. Okay, just follow that alone, and we will assign these values here. Okay, I have created a constructor with public keyword. Okay, and I am assigning values for version, language, and level. So now let's create some objects here to call these two methods. I'm going to create an object called parent POBJ equal to parent, and using this object, let's call this two methods. Okay, um, proficiency level. What is that? Programming language, right? Language. Okay, and the other one is POBJ dot proficiency level. So I'm calling this two. Okay, so you can directly call it since it is a static method. Okay, now in parent class, I have created some variables like version, language, and level, which are related to some language, and I have set the keyword as public. Okay, so I am creating a Nova constructor and I am assigning the values to these variables. Here also you can see the keyword as public. Okay, and two methods. One is non-static method, the other one is static method, and I am setting the keyword as public for both the methods. Okay, so here I am creating an object for this class, and I am calling both the methods. Since it is non-static, I am calling the object. Proficiency level is static, so I am directly calling the method. So this I have created in parent class. Okay, so now let's create the same thing here, and we'll call that. Okay, so since it is an inherited class, we can create object for the child class itself. Okay, so we'll create something like OCOBJ equal to. Okay, now let's assign some values to those variables and we'll call that methods here. The language equal to Python, and okay, so I have assigned the values now. So language I have set it as Python, version as 10 something, some random value, and you can see here the level it is throwing as, because since it is static, right? Since this level variable is static and this proficiency level method is static, if it is in the same package, okay, if it is the child class is in the same package, then you don't want to give the object. You can directly call without class name also. Okay, see, it will accept. Okay, and now let's go here, and since it is a non-child class, we have to create a object using the parent class, right? So like we will create something like obj, and let me call those variables here. Language equal to some C++, sorry, C sharp, and I will assign for other variables as well. Okay, now I have assigned the values here for the non-child class, and I have used the object and that did the memory allocation for the parent class. Okay, since it is a non-child class, you cannot use the same object. Okay, so here we have you created the object for the same class, right? Since it is a child class, here it is a non-child class, so you have to create for the parent class. And using that object, I have assigned the language to C sharp version to 10. And here you can see it is asking you to, but if you remove this one, right, it will not accept. Since it is a non-child class, you have to call this in a static way. How? Using the class name. Okay, and this is also a static method, just call it with the class name, and that's it. Okay, so we have assigned some values for this package one non-child class. And let's go to the second package now, and we will create an object for this class, tcobj something. Okay, now let's assign some values here for the variables and methods. Sorry, for the variables. Okay, so in this second I mean the second package child class also, I have assigned the values for language version. So here also see I'm calling it using the class name of the parent for the static variable and methods, and I'm calling the method as well. Okay, using the child class object. So let's go here, and here what you have to do, you have to create it for parent. Okay, so parent obj equal to new parent, and let's assign some values here. All right, so now for this non-child class in the package 2 also I have assigned some values, and I am calling this both language and proficiency. So we have done this for all the classes now. Okay, so if it is a child class, we have created object for the same class and we have assigned the values, and you can see, okay, the references. Now let's, what we'll do, since it is public, you are able to access this variables, methods, constructors from this class. Okay, so let me change this to default. Okay, if you didn't give anything here, let us see. Here it will not throw any error. Okay, because if you give a, this is called default. Okay, if you did not give any keyword before the class, then it calls a call it as a default access modifier. And now you can see in package one child and package one non-child, you will not have any issues. But this one, see here, it is not able to identify. It is asking you to change the visibility of parent to public. Okay, and similarly here it is telling you to change the visibility of parent to public. Okay, so this default modifier for the class will have access only for the class files within that package. Okay, so it will not be able to identify the class outside the package. So you have to change it to public. If you change it to public, see, the error will go. Okay, and now here if you try to change it as private, see, remove invalid modifiers. So as I said, the class is only supported for public and default. Okay, and if you are changing to protected, you can see it will throw the same error. So private and protected are not allowed. Either you have to keep it as public or default. If you keep it as public, you will be able to access this class outside the package as well. If you keep it as default, you can access only within the package. Outside the packages, it will not be able to identify and it will throw an error. Okay, so this is one point which we have seen in the PPT. And now let's try to, so since it is public for the variables, constructors and methods also, you are able to access it in every classes. Okay, now let's remove this one. Okay, let's try it for default. Okay, for everything I'm removing it. So this is called default modifier. Okay, you should not give any keyword, no keyword, that is the issue. And here you can see for default also, if you remove for your variables and constructors and methods, here you will not have any problem in the same class. It will be able to identify and access those variables, constructors and methods in the child class which is created in the same package. There also you will not have any issues, it will be able to identify. And even the non-child class in the same package will not have any issues for default. Okay, but here if you go, see, it will not be able to identify any of the variables, methods, and constructors as well. It will throw an error. Okay, and here also it is throwing both child and non-child in other package. It is throwing an error and it is asking you to change the visibility of the constructor to public. Here in variables, it is asking to change to public, else create a getters and setters method. So it's like encapsulation. Okay, that you, I think if you watch my tutorial, encapsulation tutorial, you might be knowing the getters and setters. So here you can see for variables, and for methods it will ask you to change to public. So this is called default. So as I said, you can see in same class it will not have any issues. So I have mentioned it as yes. Same package child class, yes, it is not having any issues. You are able to access. Same package non-child class, see, no issues. But in different package child class, different package non-child class, I have set it as no. And for public also we have seen, so I have mentioned it as yes for everything. Okay, so it does not have any problem, right? So I have mentioned it as yes. And now let's see protected. And here we will do something like protected. Okay, let's change to protected now, everything. Okay, so now I have changed it to protected, and here you can see this class will not have any issues. It is able to access since it is the same class. And if you go to the child class of that same package, you are not having any issues. It is able to identify all variables, constructors, methods, even it is static or non-static, that doesn't have any issues. Okay, and for the non-child class also, here you can see there is no issues if you are using the protected keyword. Okay, and here since it is a child class, it does not have any issues. Okay, it is able to identify all the variables, constructors, and methods. But if you go here, since it is a non-child class in a different package, it will throw an error. It will ask you to change to public. Here it will ask you to set the getters and setters method for variables, and methods it will ask you to change to public again. Okay, so this is what we have mentioned here. For protected in same class it is yes, same package child class it is yes, non-child class also no issues, it is able to access it. And different packages child class, yes, it is able to access. Different package non-child class, it is not able to identify for protected access modifier. Okay, now the last one is private. So let's change it as private for everything now. Okay, and I'm changing it for the method as well. So let's save this one, and here you can see none of the classes that are available in the same package and different package, either it can be an inherited classes, child class or non-child class, nothing will be able to identify the private used variables, constructors or methods. Okay, here itself it will throw an error. See here in constructor it is throwing error, and here it is asking you to set the getters and setters, and here it is telling you to change to at least protected. Since it is a child class, see, Java itself is asking you to change to protect, change the modifier as protected. Okay, and here if you come it will ask you to change to public. So if you mouse over it will ask you to change the package to public. And any of the classes, okay, either it can be a child class or non-child class in the same package or non different package, you will not be able to access the private modifier. So this mainly we use it for encapsulation. And you have to use the scope based on your requirement, because this modifiers you have to know it, then only when having a transition between different files in your framework, you will be able to set it properly and access it properly. So always be clear on this one. And here you can see the private modifiers I have set it as yes in same class it is not having any issues, it is able to identify, and you can print it also. So let me run it simply. Okay, so other classes are having errors, that's why. See, it doesn't have any issues, right? So for other things I have mentioned it as no. So that's it with it. And if you are changing again to public, right, it will remove the issue for other classes. Okay, so it has removed it, right? So I'm just running it for an reference here, and you can see this value only will get displayed. See, CN14 advanced. Okay, so whatever we have set it here, and let me run this child class now. Language is C++ 13 novice, limited experience or something. So anything. Okay, so you have to set this modifiers properly, and you should know how to access between the files in your framework. Okay, so that's it with the access modifiers in Java. And these four modifiers you need to be make sure that you know the level of access between the files, between the packages. Okay, and non-access modifiers, as I said, we have given a clear tutorial on final, static, and abstract. So that is mainly used. The other things like synchronous, transient, volatile, and all, it's based on your requirement. You can use it. Okay. So thanks for watching my video.